I was muted. Hello everyone, how are we doing? Let's get the mic in the right place because I didn't test volume and stuff. Which always feels like a mistake when I start a stream. Got to sort of know your levels, stuff like that. How are we doing? Just what I needed on a Friday night, much appreciated. No problem, Pazurial. Not a problem in the slightest. So going to be doing a stream for a good while. Don't know how long. West Brom Southampton is going on in the background, which should be a very interesting one that we're just going to keep a little bit of an eye on. Because we've got absolutely no idea how that one's going to go. If you're here right now, by the way, can you pop something in the chat just to see if my little chat box is working? Because for some reason, this bit right here, I'm not entirely sure if that widget is working right now. So if you can ping a message, we'll be able to see whether or not it's working. And if it is working, brilliant, all good, fantastic, no problem. If it isn't, oh boy. Rhubarb, there we go, fantastic, thank you very much. How are we all? Hopefully quite well. We do have a little bit of Football Manager to dive into today. The issue is, and it's a pretty big issue, we've got to sign a lot of players, a lot of good players, which would be easy enough if it weren't for the fact that, well, Leeds don't have the biggest reputation in the game, and that can be a little bit of a problem, can't it? So let's get to it. Game screen. This is the transfer market, and if you were brought in by the thumbnail, if you were curious about who it is that we are signing, then you very clearly weren't here last time. Good day today. Hope you're well. How the hell did Bamford get injured? I don't know. It was in the warm-up against Swansea, but I'm not entirely sure how it happened because I wasn't able to watch the first chunk of the Swansea match. I'd rather it not be this one right now because this is the wrong vibe. I do like this one. This is always nice. So, driving into the transfer history, as you will now know, Lamine Yamal is the player that we were looking at signing, 60 million quid, which not too bad to be fair, for someone that has an obscene amount of potential. There's a couple of other signings that I'm looking at. I had a little bit of a look about prior to starting the stream, and there's a bunch of youngsters that are very, very interesting. 17-year-old, 2-star deep lane playmaker already, which is, as starts go, incredible. 1 second, I'm just going to make me a little bit bigger. There we go. I don't remember being that small. So that's very tempting. You also have Noah Cobb, who for some reason I still have scouted. So I will remove you from the shortlist. Sorry, buddy. Remove James Trafford, because we don't need him anymore. Nianzou is still quite interesting. Lamine Yamal we've got a bid in for. Borza is a very promising left-back, who we're going to have a little bit of a sniff around, I think. And then Hakan Eliasson is another one I'm curious about, because we've got a nice Norwegian base in our side at the minute, which I quite like. It's nice having like a bit of national consistency, and I'm sure Pazuriel loves that as well. But this guy is getting consistent appearances for Charlton. He's 17 and he's £4.2 million. That's not bad. What up, baby zebra? Hope you're doing well. How much is Solanke? That is a very good question. Dominic Solanke would put me back 26 to 31 million pounds. But I don't think he's really a gain on any of our current players. We'll see. But we got to start the stream, and we got to start the stream with a match against Tottenham Hotspur. So in net, it's suggesting Kelleher. I want to go Lewis Jr. because we're going to make him our number one. Is he any good? Solanke's okay. I don't think he makes our first team. That's the main concern. We're looking for players that will make our first team now, which is why we signed Grenada for 50 million, which is very expensive, but it's less than his current value here, and he will continue to grow and grow and grow. Polinia will be our anchoring midfielder, which just makes sense. We'll give Diomande his first league start alongside Pascal Stroke. With Destiny Udogie out at left back, that works for me. Polinia, Gray and Eze, that works. I think maybe there's an argument for Gullikson to make it into the side. Hello, Jacob in detail. Hope you're doing well. I'm watching the West Brom game tonight. Who would you choose to sign from them? I don't know, to be honest with you. It's hard to say because I'm very happy with the squad as it is at the moment. Also, big question throughout this stream, and this is going to decide a big old chunk of our strategy, I think, for this stream. I'm tempted to sell Somerville. Hello, Oscar. How are you doing? Because Somerville doesn't play much for us. If we have a look at his history, 19 matches last season, lots of them off the bench. Only got 1 assist. I don't think he's a first teamer for me right now. But I sort of want to know your thoughts. Let's do a quick poll. Do we sell Somerville in this window? Yes or no? Is Palmer a good goalkeeper? I've got no idea. I have to be completely honest with you. I've not got the foggiest how good Palmer is. It's a toughie. Because we've got a little bit... We're not the deepest in the wing positions, but we've got enough. Right, Pedro Neto isn't at full fitness, which tells me maybe we rotate him. Yeah, depends on depth in the wings. We've got Leonardo who can play on the left. Asprilla can play all across the front line, as can Neto. We've also got Gullikson who can play in those positions. Ruter can play on the right wing. We've got Dan James as well. Let's get rid of the 21s so we've got a more pure idea of the squad. Oscar Wilhelmsen is for some reason unregistered, which was not my intention. Yeah, let's confirm that selection, shall we? Do Southampton have good wingers? Yes, if I remember right, they've got a Dozy, but I'm not certain. I can't remember who else they've got, but I know that they're quite good, and that's a little bit of a worry. So I'm going to do a quick search now, actually, to see who's in their starting 11. Bazunu, Stevens, Benrick, Howard Bellis, Walker Peters, Stewart and Adam Armstrong makes them feel a little bit weak. Somerville's doing good for us this season on 15 goals. That's true. This season he's doing well for us. However, in game, he's sort of nowhere, which isn't good. Right, Carl Darlow, you are unregistered. You will stay unregistered. You are completely useless to me. I say it in a way that is like... I'll pretend it's said with love, but really, you're nothing. That's all I've got. Matteo Joseph is not going to hugely be good enough for us, is he, in this career mode? So he might need offering out as well. Because one of our biggest issues is a lack of, like, spaces in the squad right now. Do you think Piru played well against Swansea City? He always plays well against his old teams. Yeah, he played pretty well. He played well enough for me to not be that scared about tomorrow. Right, confirm that selection for this match, but we can always change the registration afterwards. It still says Callagher over Lewis Jr., but Lewis Jr. will be the starting goalkeeper for me this season. That's the goal. Archie, deep line playmaker, works for me. I don't want to risk Pedro Neto going into the season. So I'm going to try Dan James instead. No, I'm not. Oh, Dan James isn't the best right now either, is he? Graham Metzala's doing bits. You know what, we'll do that then. We'll let Eze play as a deep line playmaker instead. Did you see that Manny beat Piru and Somerville in some challenges in the League 72? Found it funny. I didn't watch the entire video. I watched bits of it, but then I had a cheeky thing to record. I can't remember which it was, but... Frenada, for a while you're going to have to be number 15. When inevitably James Justin rotates out and you win the Ballon d'Or, maybe you can get the number 2. But let's just start kicking people. Let's start winning matches, shall we? Piru and Somerville played well together going forward. Yeah, I think so. Oh, Gyökeres is playing for Spurs up top. It's a little bit spooky. Don't like it. We want to be a little bit safer. Right, I'm annoyed by the way that the poll is currently 4 votes to keep Somerville, 3 votes to not, and my argument would be to sell him. Which brings it to a 50-50. We need more votes. There we go. That's another vote. Thank you to whoever voted there. I hate you. Oh, it's 50-50. Okay, I'll let that run throughout the rest of the... Ooh, okay. You're right, Harry. How's it going? You voted. Thank you very much. We're currently at 50-50, which is a nightmare for me who, at 50-50, I'm the one that needs to make the decision. But I think I'd lean towards sell, to be completely honest with you. Purely because, like, in this save, he's not really getting minutes. I can't even remember if he's on my bench right now. Right, Ito. Goes short to Son. Son still being at Spurs confuses me. You'd imagine that he'd find, like, a move to win something by now, wouldn't you? Unless Spurs have started winning things in the save, in which case FM is not realistic and never has been. Fernanda, Udogi, deal with it. Oh, God. At least Bamford's not going to be out for long, Farker said. Yeah, he said he might be back for Leicester. Definitely afterwards, I think. Good thing's just got a call up for my A team. Why is that a sad face? Getting call-ups is good, isn't it? Unless I'm missing something here. Didn't see how much depth we had on the wing / on the front line. That's fair. In that case, I will pretend that you voted the other way, and that will make me feel a lot more comfortable when we do sell him. Ito. Oh, come on. Madison's in behind. Gyökeres scores. Is he off? Surely that was off. Onside. I was convinced he was off. He's made that run really early as well, hasn't he? Being played on by Udogi. Right. That's a little bit annoying. It is Spurs, so like, I do kind of get us not winning this. It's not the biggest problem. Okay, we seem to be leaning towards selling Somerville now, which isn't too bad. I'll say everyone can still improve, and I've got faith in them and all that crap, and just sort of desperately hope that it leads to goals. I think that's a fair way of approaching it. And we've still done nothing all match. Okay. Even trying to play a little bit more positive has done nothing. I'll be back later soon. I will be watching the Southampton game. That's all good. Kulusevski misses. Okay. Right, this isn't comfortable, is it? This isn't good. And Dan James is having a relative stinker. He's on a 6.2. So this is where I think we play Pedro Neto. Why are Everton playing so bad? Are they? Oh, not right now. I don't know, honestly. Bamford out for 2 games. I wasn't sure how long him being out would be, but it's an annoying time for it because we know that he's been playing really well. Right, who else do we take off? Asprilla's not at the best of games, but maybe we bring on Ritter. Ask him to play that inside forward thing. Hope that does a job. Elsewhere, I don't know what changes to make. Maybe Gullikson in, because he always performs pretty well. And then we'll push him on. Put Polina there. Is Gullikson better on the wing? No. I would like him as a playmaker. And then that allows Ritter to be a shadow striker kind of guy. Also have a pressing forward just to change things a bit. Change the shape. Hopefully that does something good for us. Guys, we're within 1 vote again on the Somerville poll, and I appreciate your viewership. I hate you when you do things like this. Bentancur around the corner for Son. Madison! That was scary. Didn't like that. Right, we need something here. We need to actually create some opportunities, don't we? I've got a kind of wild idea. Right, Leonardo, I'm gonna do this. Polina, could you be a defensive midfielder for me? Advanced playmaker, and then Marcus Leonardo I want to take off for Pat, who's going to go inside and be a shadow striker. This is the most wild formation change I've done. But it might work. I'm going to watch the Southampton match. Have a good night. I will do my best. Enjoy the match, Harry. Gyökeres. Still holding the ball. Well dealt with by Polina, though. Over the top. Gullikson can't get that. Great. Rutter. Okay, find the pass now. Come on. Bentancur. Justin, good challenge. Okay, we need to create some chances here. We need to do something. We've had one shot, 2 shots. There we go. Oh, that was an absolutely dire game at the top of the pitch. Could this be Bamford's last season as a footballer if he doesn't too many more injuries? Don't think so. It's very early to be saying that, like, it might be his last season when he's got a bit of a niggle. Could be worse. How much did you sell Nonto for? That was in the first season, because we were quite desperate for fullbacks, and it was something like 25, 30 million maybe? I can have a look. 23, which not too bad. Would have been nice to get a little bit more, but it doesn't work out sometimes. Diamande's made his debut. Marcus Leonardo hasn't scored in 13 hours of football. Jesus. You hit the point where you might just have like Marcus Leonardo killed for general uselessness, I think. And Wosu had a decent enough match for Swansea. Premier League kicks off. Leeds are hungry for revenge, are we? Right, okay. Now, this is where we have a big question. This is one that we will need to actually work out, okay? Crescencio Somerville is unhappy because he wants more Premier League football. Currently, Crescencio Somerville is not good enough for that. He's decent for a fringe player, but he's not going to play that much. So I need your guys' opinions. Drop a better player to give Somerville minutes, or there we go. Start that poll. Because I think he's basically made this decision for us at this point. I think if he's actively pushing for a move now, it's a little bit silly for us to say, no, you can have all the minutes you want, because he's not good enough right now, is he? I love someone voting drop a better player to play Cray. Like, that is the most vibes thing I've ever seen. Let's discuss the issue with him. Oh, God. I'm not starting enough to be considered a regular in the team, and my career is stagnating as a result. I need you to ensure that changes. Right. Where is the one I'm looking for? I can't envisage you getting what you want here anytime soon, so I'll look to sell you as soon as I can for the good of your career. Brandon, I would give him useless bench minutes to bait him, but we were having a conversation about selling him before he even, came to us, so it's a bit like, well, if he doesn't want to be here. I don't want to leave, I just want to play. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mate, I'm signing Lamine Yamal. I don't need you right now. Is delighted to be at the club. Could that have gone worse? Or was that about as badly as that could have gone? Fucking hell. It'd be permanent, because he wants to move away from Barca, which means that they've had to put him on the transfer list, which means that he's down in price to about 60 million, which is not too bad. Just letting you know that Maxime Esteve doesn't seem himself at the moment. He feels he should be starting more games. Right, let's look in the squad planner, shall we? Centre back. Let's ask the assistant to suggest for everything. He is behind Diamande. He is behind Pascal Struijk. He is behind João Palhinha. He is behind Mika Marmol for his position. He is also worse at being a centre back than James Justin. Surely we can't keep Esteve in that case. That is a hard sell. I've certainly missed a fair bit of the series. I remember your first Prem games, now you're buying your Mal. Yeah, last season was weird. Last season we were fighting for Europe for the first 2/3 of the season, then we lost everything. From February onwards, we won 2 matches in the league. Right. It's got to be another pull. Do we sell Esteve? Do we play him? Or do we find him alone? Or do we just try and vibe it out like we did with Somerville when it didn't work out too well? Because I don't know what his level is, to be honest. Because in theory, he could be 3.5 star. But at the moment... we all seem to be saying find a loan. Which, fair enough. What can I do for you? You're the one with a problem, buddy. I'm not starting enough to be considered a regular in the team, and my career is stagnating as a result. I need you to ensure that changes. I'll give the poll a minute. Because currently it's even, because I'm considering myself a yes, because it's tough. Ultimately, it's all up to the chat, because I am a madman who likes to keep giving you guys power. And that has led to some malarkey decisions in the past, like paying myself as little money as feasibly possible. But I'm very, very tempted to just sort of agree with your find him alone vibe. See if we can sort a loan. He's up for a loan, that'll do. Fantastic. That's assuming he goes. Sub-minimum wage manager 2024. Yes, absolutely. See, we've got a bunch of options here, but lots of them include optional fees, which is very, very nice for us. Which makes me think that, like, there's definitely a sale on the horizon, isn't there? So, we'll say minimum we accept for Esteve. Do we accept £20 million ones? Do we accept... There's a couple of 25s in there. Or do we accept the big old £30 million boys? Let's give that poll a quick run. Because none of these are a problem for me, to be honest. Strasbourg's might be. Strasbourg doesn't even reach 20 million, so you can get in the bin. Gladbach I am a big fan of. Okay, you guys seem to be saying 30 million. Okay, he's got plenty on his contract as well. I was a little bit concerned about that. Who would you sell in the IRL Championship if we get promoted to the Premier League? I don't know. I'm quite happy with the squad where it is at the moment. There's no one that I immediately look at in the Leeds United squad and go, get out, off you go. I think we accept Gladbach then, because that is over 30. And that's the number that you fellas were discussing. So I will just select all. Everyone gets the ultimatum. Pay me £30 million and maybe we can talk. That is a very, very cock and ball shaped Liverpool side, which surprises me a little bit, to be honest. They've gone full Marsh. Have they signed Marsh? Imagine that. Where is Marsh? Oh, he's at Coventry. 9th in the Championship, to be fair to him. And it's not going too well. They drew with Oxford, lost to Burton and drew with Bristol. Okay, that's a little bit stinky. That is not enough from Hull, I'm afraid. Oh, these guys all matching up, though. Fair enough, yep. I'm very surprised by that. Newcastle signed Neymar. Yeah, we couldn't get to him. We tried. Has anyone else seen that picture of Neymar looking incredibly fat? 1 second. I'll pull it up on screen. Where is he? Come on. I can't get the right screenshot. This is the weirdest thing I've ever Googled in the middle of a stream. Nobody likes Jesse Marsh, do they? No, and with pretty good reason, to be honest. Ultimately, he got us relegated, which... Bye. I could do with him going away for life, thank you. Lamine Yamal moved delayed due to work permit, but that tells me that he's agreed to the contract, and that is... fuck. Good. Oh, we love getting just injuries everywhere. That, on the other hand, is not Pog. Yeah, thanks. That is, yeah. I can feel that. Right, where are the pictures of Neymar looking not Neymar shaped? Right. Looking at Florian Wirtz for £81 million is tempting, but I know we don't have the cash for that unless we sell everyone immediately. 6.5 for Lewis Bay, 6.6 for Nwosu. Cresswell was a bit naff. Echeverry was a bit naff. But then again, Echeverry is just a lone boy, which I do not mind. Did you enjoy the short tenure of Big Sam? That was genuinely one of the funniest times. I can't remember how many points he got, but I think he was paid something like £400,000 per point Leeds United got in that period, regardless of whether or not we went up, and then he'd get a bonus if we stayed up, which was insane. Nonsense. Thanks for strengthening Ipswich with these loans. Pleasure doing business. You are welcome. I mean, it clearly didn't work because you just lost a borough, but sure. Oh, Norwich want Dan James, which is the same issue as Somerville. Do we sell Dan James to Norwich? In fact, I'm going to simplify that. Do we just sell Dan James? Because it's, again, the thing with the depth. I don't know how much he'll play for us in this coming season. Having a quick look, he played 26 last season. It doesn't say how many starts, which is not good. But I don't think he got that many minutes. Sell Somerville or James. Yeah. How much is Boniface from Bayer Leverkusen? Good question. You guys also seem to believe that we should probably sell Dan James. So I think we definitely consider it. I will have a look at Boniface. Oh, he's not cheap. 46 to 57 million pounds. I wish he was washed. That would make things significantly better for us. What I'm going to do, by the way, I'm curious about our players' transfer values. Jesus. Okay. Archie, you don't have a release clause, do you, buddy? Okay, only if we get relegated. That's not bad. I'm very surprised that Lewis Jr. is that low in terms of value, considering we just signed him and he is a very, very good goalkeeper. What were we in the middle of doing? We were in the middle of considering whether or not we sell Dan James, weren't we? And the answer, I think, probably going to have to be yes. Norwich are interested. Okay. Norwich have gone for some low transfers here, which not too bad for us. Would you sign one of Leicester City players' wingers? If this is the current world, absolutely not. Because they're good. Like, Fatawu, brilliant. Mavadidi, brilliant. But Nonto's really good, and Somerville's really good, and Dan James is really good. And behind them we've got Jaden Anthony, who isn't getting minutes anyway. So you're saying that we'd have to probably sell one of those to make it happen. And it's a hard sell, isn't it? When what you've got is working so effectively, don't really want to change it. Want to buy Norwich on loan? Well, that'd be bad. Would you keep those wingers in the Premier League for Leeds if we go up this season? I would upgrade on Anthony, at the very least. Jaden Anthony would need an upgrade, plus he's only on loan. But I think if you upgrade Anthony for someone that can compete for those starting spots, then you're looking pretty good. Oh, I always love how insightful these are. It's like, watch out, Darwin Nunez is quite good. Is he? Wow. And Joe Rodon. Rodon is here on loan at the moment. Get in. However, the issue with that is it's looking like we're going to make it permanent anyway. So that's not the most concerning conversation, to be fair. Signed Lamine Yamal can almost immediately start. Bamford would be... Pat, please. Come on now, this is getting silly. How many Welsh players have we got now? I think 4? 4 feels right, like the right number. You know, I might actually just say, fine, we'll make him available on loan as well. See what that does. Wotton, we can triumph in the Liverpool match. That is brave. A heads up about Bamford. He's unhappy because he wants to play first team football and he's not getting it. Well, find a move. Oh, God. Okay, fine. You're on the transfer list already, buddy. This isn't... We know you're leaving. It's so funny that he handed in a transfer request, but still no one is, like, interested. And we got Dan James, Joe Rodon, and I can't remember the others. We also have Ethan Ampadu and Connor Roberts. Expectations for the match against Liverpool? Fuck me, you're optimists. You know what I'll do? I will get a more accurate representation. What's the outcome of the Liverpool match? Win? Do we draw? Do we lose? There we go. Let's have a prediction. Because I know it's not looking good. We've got a good squad. No complaints about the strength of the squad. But right. Why does Harry Christie need register? Oh, piss. And Darryl Lombang is too injured. How do we feel about playing an under-18s goalkeeper? Potentially. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Or do we just not have a goalkeeper on the bench? That feels like that's where we might have to land. Uh-oh. We got 1 win, 1 lose. Whoever voted win is... Is there a nice way of saying delusional? I'll chuck Wilhelmsen into the squad as well. I might play that more central thing that we've tried in the past. Not sure about Yamal at number 9. At least definitely not in this match. We'll try Wilhelmsen. Yamal, you can go on the bench. Leonardo just isn't scoring, so I'll play Pedro Neto there instead. Gray as a Mazzala. Polina in the middle will be our ball winner. And Eze... I don't know. Advanced playmaker. Why not? In the wide areas, we'll go supporting fullback for James Justin. We will go supporting wingback for Udogi. Lewis Jr. starts again. Diamande and Strauk. You guys are optimists. Where's Arne Slot? Is he still at Feyenoord? That is a very good question. Let's have a look. Slot. He is still at Feyenoord, which is a nice little surprise. However, I don't have the Dutch league loaded, so it's not telling me. So I've got no idea what he's been doing, but he is still at Feyenoord. Montero was alright. Lewis Bate got himself a goal, and Wosu conceded once, but that's pretty normal. Cresswell. Hello, Echeverry. 2 goals. Got a point for Ipswich. Very nice. If he can keep doing that, I can be very happy. Brendan in the chat will be very happy that Echeverry's doing quite well because he's a City fan. Eric Musa. 1.5 million quid. That's a bargain. But he's the same situation as Nipan was. He's only just signed a new contract. For fuck's sake. Keep him on the shortlist, and we will consider making a move in a future season. We were interested in Arnie at one point, weren't we? Yes, we absolutely were. He came to Elland Road to watch a match, and then was immediately hounded out by fans before he was even hired. Which, honestly, that's an achievement. Fair play. I rate that. Where was I looking? Inbox. Sorry, that was daft of me. There was someone that I wanted to sign, and I'd forgotten who. Harkin Eliasson, I think. I would like to ask the agent about availability because this absolute child has pretty good stats already, especially for a centre-back. Between 3.7 and 7.2 million pounds, wage of between 4.4 and 6.5k a week. That's not bad. And I think being a youth signing, I don't mind it. I'll make him an offer for 5. Hello, release clause. That'll do. Yep, okay. We're making the offer. I don't know why that guy didn't tell me about the release clause, but here we are. He would have been a good manager, wouldn't he? I don't think so. He played the wrong style of football, had already basically... He'd caused significant issues at... Oh, Neto still needs a fitness test. You know what, fuck it, we'll try Lamine Yamal. See what he can do. As a Trecatista, tell me what's wrong. Thank you, Abba. We'll go defensive wingbacks too. And hope that that works. Farke's the best manager we've had since Bielsa. Yeah, but that's because his competition in that position is not the toughest. Sod it, that'll do. We're probably going to lose anyway, so we might as well lose in a committed and hype way. I'm going to give him... In fact, I'm going to do a very quick Google first. Because I want to make sure I've got this right. Oh shit, was that? Yeah, okay, cool. Rafinha was number 18. Barcelona took Rafinha from us. We have taken Lamine Yamal from them. He will go to the number 18. I quite like that. There's a nice little poetry there. I think if we keep this winning rate going, we might reach the 80-point mark. We'll beat 80 points. The thing is, normally in the Championship, you can say if you get 90 points, you're up. This season, that's going to be a lot harder to say with any certainty. Because of the issues around Southampton being Southampton, the issue with Leicester being Leicester. It's not a nice season in the Championship. What do you think will be for promotion? I don't know. It's hard to say. Typically 2 points a game will do it for you, so that's 92, but I genuinely think you might need to be pushing 96. Maybe? I saw some people say that you might need 100, and that is obscenely high. I can't see it getting that bad. Right, Diamande cleans up quite nicely. Polinia. Okay, I know we said let's control possession, but let's do it in a clever way. Like that. Okay, Gullikson. Finds a bit of space for Yamal. Very nicely spotted pass to Justin. Is he going to put it in the box? No, he's going to give the ball away to Darwin Núñez. have they let that happen? Darwin Núñez gives it to Alisson, who just shits himself. Passes directly to Lamine Yamal's feet. 1-0 to Leeds. That'll do. An XG of 0.8 because he was just gifted a tap-in on the goal line. Beautiful. Alright, now we need to keep it secure. Robertson cuts inside onto his right foot for some reason. Szoboszlai. Goal. Offside. Nice. Okay. In the chat, I'm very curious. What's your score predictions for this one? Because I am pooing myself. In a very dignified manner, of course, because that is what you expect. But I've got no idea what happens from this. We've gotten away with it. I think I'm going to go for a heartbreaking 2-1 defeat. 2-0 win from Adam. That is brave. Right, Salah to Florentino. I don't know who you are. Sorry, buddy. Robertson goes wide. Oh, okay, that was apparently a save. I think it just hit him. Save is very kind for what happened there. Right, Szoboszlai. Middle of the box. Darwin Núñez doesn't get ahead to it. Doesn't come all the way out to Lamine Yamal. Trent launches it to Alisson, which, after the earlier back pass issue, you probably wouldn't. But honestly, fair enough. I rate it. Has your goalkeeper been causing problems recently? Well, terrorise them. Yamal is doing very well for us in that position. Wilhelmsen now. Gullikson pings it to nobody. Alisson picks the ball up, and that should be the end of the highlight, to be honest. There's nothing much going to happen here. Sorry, there's nothing will happen. Nothing. No, no. That was spooky. Eze pings it to the far post. Dogi's under it, but he can't do anything. Gray. Wilhelmsen! If I was any other streamer right now, I'd be screaming Penrith, but that's not who I am. Lewis Jr. Oh, God. What are you doing there? That... Oh... That is devastating. Why? No, just take your time. Right, be a little bit less insane. We'll go sweeper keeper on defend. And let's encourage the boys as well, because it's still 1-1. We can still do this. I'm a big fan of no one expecting a draw from this as well. Take the guy off that made the error. Nah, I don't like substituting goalkeepers. It feels a bit wrong. Plus, we don't have one. We don't have one on the bench because our other goalkeeper's injured. Robertson, what are you going to do? Pings it to Darwin Núñez. What can Darwizzy do? He can create a goal. That's what Darwizzy can do. Piss. Oh dear. Eze's not having the best of matches. He's down on a 6.5, as is Udogie. As is Lewis Jr., but there's nothing we can do about that. Right, Justin. Diamando. Finds Justin. Now to Gray. Oh, that was a bit stinky. Might need to make a tactical change here because I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Gullikson. Down the line to Yamal. Okay. Okay. Just... Let's not be daft. Let's have the ball, nurture it, protect it. Udogie. Inside to Eze. Lamine Yamal is in lots of space. Inside to Gullikson. Never mind. Surely. That's a pen. That has to be. No, sorry. The tackle started inside the box. As a back post, Doesn't work out. It's almost like we might have scored that if it was a penalty. Great to Wilhelmsen, who was apparently offside, but the linesman didn't flag. I promise I'm trying not to be salty here, but I feel like this might have been... We've been done harsh. Fucking Liverpool. That's what we're having to deal with. Right. Tactical idea. I want to go 3-back. Because Diomande is happy with the ball at his feet, as is Stroke. Justin needs to come off anyway, and we've got Mika Marmol on the bench. Who is fairly good. Make Diomande the libero in this system. Marmol as a supporting wide centre-back. Strauch as the opposite supporting wide centre-back. Now the question is, what do we do with the rest of it? Do we go wing-backs or midfielders? I quite like this just because it's a little bit chaotic. It looks like it doesn't know what it's doing, and if it doesn't know what it's doing, then the other team have no idea what's going on either. Someone as a defensive winger. I'm going to go Neto. Never mind, he doesn't like being a defensive winger. Who can play there? James, maybe? That'll do. It's fast, he gets himself about. Not a problem. Who of this midfield trio is having a struggle? Gray's doing well. Gullikson, I think, is the most likely to be an issue. So I want to get weird. I want to have a bit of fun with this. I want to see if I can put the squeeze on him a little bit. Try Neto. Try Yamal. Try Wilhelmsen. This might work. Opens up a bit of space in the middle of the pitch. But, then again, makes the switches that we need. Never mind. Gray is tired. So it's going to have to be Gullikson staying on. This might do the trick. So let's encourage the boys. Hope we can make something happen. Neto finds Strauch. Udogie. Inside. It doesn't make it to Wilhelmsen. That press was really nice there. Koku. We knew there was a risk by going more attacking. Oh, stop! Oof. We're cooking. Shibosley. Where's he going to put it? He's going to put it towards the far post. Lewis Jr. deals with it. Is he going to distribute quickly enough? I don't even know where he was kicking. That looked like it was coming towards the camera. Right. Fuck it. We're 2-1 down. We need to go attacking. And let's encourage the boys. Any more subs to make is sort of a good question. James drops back Marmol to Diomande. Finds Marmol. Pings it to Polinia. Very nice little bit of football there. Udogie. Someone make a run for him. Stroke to Udogie, who holds on somehow. Launches it to Dan James. Put it in the middle. Wilhelmsen. Oh, Neto! Is that the best goal we've had in this save? James to Wilhelmsen. It's just one touch. Bang. Oh, it's filth. That has done naughty things. Unnecessary. Oh. Pedro Neto, take a bow. Well done, lads. You've just proved a lot of people wrong in avoiding defeat out there. And we picked up that point. Nobody in the chat in that poll predicted that we get a draw. Which could have been worse. There we go. A little bit of strawberry cake. I'm very surprised that that goal went in. Our offer for Eliasson has been accepted because it meets the release clause. It'd be very interesting seeing out the remainder of the season with Charlton. That's fine if he's going to keep playing there. That's not a problem. We'll accept the loan back. And we will start these negotiations. I'm not going to accept that wage rise. And I want to do 5.5k a week. Fine, 6, whatever. Youthful Leeds draw with Liverpool. Very nice. Lamine Yamal scores on his debut. This is absolutely what we needed to happen. What an envious of Nunez. I'm not too arsed, to be honest with you. Who does Guardiola play for? Manager right now. City. Right. Important question. In our squad, which are the players that are effectively dirt and will not play for us ever again, that we probably need to move on? It's a reasonable enough squad, but Bamford needs to go. I cannot find Bamford any moves, so I'm going to hire an intermediary to try and force something to happen. Then we get to the Somerville question. So, I think we need to sell one of Somerville or James. And I need your guys' opinion on it. Because some cash in would help us to boost ourselves towards the end of the window. But I need to know what you guys think going into it. I kind of want to say we can sell both fairly safely. We've got a lot of depth there. Just the issue is whether or not we use it. Loan offers made for Pat Bamford. Kind of horrific, though. I'll reject those because I'm not going to loan him out without anything. Torino have made an offer, but it's not high enough for Esteve. We said 30 million. That would be the minimum. I'm listening to you guys on that one. I trust you. Sometimes. The rest of the time, oh boy, I'm scared. Most of the time, I trust you. Oh, Dan. Dan, please. Just... You don't... Buddy. Fuck it. I don't want to leave, boss. I just want to play. This is making me want to sell both because now James also wants to go. Transfer deadline's in a week. Which, Right, what we'll do, we will list Cree. I might list James as well. Because Norwich still want him. And I might as well chuck him on the list, just in case. Loan offers made for Pat Bamford. Again, they're not really paying anything. Right, anything that doesn't pay a thing. Bolton, no. Right, the rest of them would all lead to us getting some value out of him, and I don't think we're going to be able to sell him. Vallecano make a loan offer for Crescencio Somerville. No, because I don't want to accept a loan. That's not worthwhile for me, I don't think. Echeverry on target. We covered that one already. Let's attend the meeting. Sean McGurk is out on loan and will not be getting a contract renewal, I don't think. Chillico Mullen and Leighton Brown I can set for release. That's a lot of players I need to set for release, isn't it? Bye, fellas. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you any money for a long time. I'm just going to trust all of these, I think. If I were to not trust them, I feel like that would be a mistake. Yep, I will happily reduce these asking prices. Esprilla's wanting to buy a couple of clubs. Bamford is apparently as well. James Justin is wanted by Luton. Strauch is wanted by Luton as well. I think they want a centre-back. Cree is wanted by 11 different clubs. Who want him permanently? No one. Okay, fantastic. That's not what we need to see. And Oscar Wilhelmsen is wanted on loan by Blackburn, Millwall, and a bunch of other European clubs. That's not too bad. That list of listed players is... No one's generating cash right now, which is my biggest concern. Urian Timber has gone on loan from Arsenal to PSG, which is a little bit annoying because he apparently was thinking about a move to us, but it's not the biggest of losses. Who's in progress? Nathan Teller. Never mind. We'll ignore that. Redondo's back. Very nice. Leeds released 13 players. They're all children. It doesn't matter. Let's compile reports for Esteve. If they do want to buy him in the end, then that's 30 million quid coming in. And that lets us do a little bit of planning. Against Oldham, I think we play a full reserve side. Because we don't... Yeah. I want to say he's not available for loan. Just because that makes things a lot simpler for us. Kelleher, the cup keeper. Fair enough. Esteve drops a lack of football concern. How about you just pay me £25 million? And in 3 12-monthly installments, you can give me another 5. 30 million for Somerville. Not a problem. Oh, Redondo's injured himself again. Mate, you were actually going to play this match as well. Udogi's injured himself as well. Right, we're going to need Archie centre mid with a deep lying playmaker role. Because of the promises. Which is fine. Currently 0-0 West Brom Southampton, which I don't mind. We take it. Scouting update. Florian Wirtz we still can't sign because he is a very, very expensive boy. Montero had another reasonable match. We just need him to keep developing, really. And he hasn't, by the looks of it. Eliasson set to sign for us, and he will go out on loan to Charlton immediately. That leaves us 20 million quid in the bank. Okay, that's annoying. Now he wants to move to Strasbourg, does he? Right, discuss it with him. Finances weren't right. I will genuinely accept a £30 million bid for you. I don't want to push too hard. Alright, I've just sorted that, so that's not a problem. Carabao Cup, Leeds United versus Oldham. Not starting quite yet, but it's going to be a fully rotated team, I think. Kelleher is back from injury, which is especially nice. Do I even play Yamal? Because he needs a little bit more sharpness. No, he doesn't. He's fine. What are your two negatives you just got here? No strong feelings about the squad support of the manager. That's fine. I understand that. You've been here 5 minutes. I'm not going to complain. Yeah, it's going to be heavy rotation time, I think. So I will say Wilhelmsen can start again. Because why not? In fact, we'll go for the custom gegenpress. Ooh, Leonardo will start as well because we quite desperately need him scoring some goals. Ruter out on that flank. Works for me. Centre mids. Growth there. Baselli can start as the right back. At left back, let's try... No, right. Mika Marmol can play there. Kelleher in net, obviously. Let's dip into the 21s. Bailey Rice, for example, we signed fairly recently. Can fill in here. Here? Here. Never mind, he's bad at all of it. Grove, box to box, I don't mind that. Gullikson, deep line playmaker. Is it Jablonski that was really good? Holy shit, we've still got Darko JB. You've not got a future. Oh, you dickhead. If I want to leave, it'll happen naturally. That is called being sold, buddy. But if you don't know, accept it, then whatever. He's in the 18s, well done then. There he is, big win, well done. He's very tired. Okay. Shit. Let's go to reports, shall we? See who's good. See who can push their way in. Vergelder. Might as well play. Lewis Peary. Genuinely not a bad shout for someone to go on the bench. Matteo Joseph Darko JB, Sam Chambers. I don't hate that. Just give like a purely children midfield and see if that works for me. We do need another left back, mind. Maybe Marmol out there? But then who plays at centre back? E. Thomas. Fuck it. I'm not too bothered about winning this match. Mika Marmol and Baselli will hold the defence down with Vergelder. Kelleher in net is not a bad shout. Debutant Thomas at centre back. Thompson, sorry, not Thomas. As a stopper. I use Vergelder as... he's not good in covering roles, is he? Cover, fine, it'll work. Rice, Chambers and Growth in midfield. With Ruter, Leonardo and Wilhelmsen at the top. I don't hate that. And we've got a strong bench so we can come back at half-time if we need to. Eddie Thompson, you can have the number 61. Bailey Rice, you can have the number 62. Sam Chambers, 63. And Lewis Perry, Mr. Zulane, 64. Let's get into it, shall we? Into the dressing room. Favourites for a reason. Let's just fucking win, shall we? This might be one of the last matches of the stream, by the way. Just because I'm going to keep Deadline Day to its own separate chunk at some point. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure when. We'll find out. We'll see. It's interesting. Right, Ilya Grove goes to the near post. Mika Marmol's under it, doesn't quite win the ball. Now Sam Chambers finds Groove again. Mika Marmol again. Groove again. Wilhelmsen can't finish. Chambers loses the ball but wins it back. Throw in. Okay, if we can keep the pressure on like this, just don't give them any opportunities, we'll be alright. Thompson's got himself booked already, which is worrying. It's always a fun start, isn't it? Your child of a centre-back got themselves booked within a matter of minutes. Bon. Love it. Rice pings it to the far post for Hilda. How's it go? That's all we want from him. Brown launches it long. Dealt with. Ruter finds Wilhelmsen to Gruev. On the overlap is Marmol. Leonardo, come on. Right, is Marcus Leonardo on penalties? If so, I can feel quite happy. Okay, he can end his drought. He's not on penalties. Who the fuck is this? It's Ruter. Oh no. Okay, he scored. That's fine. I don't mind. We're scoring penalties. That's what counts. As long as we're doing what matters, it's all good. Score goals. That'll do. I would, however, quite like to change in case we get another penalty and give it to Marcus Leonardo, who is now our first and only penalty taker. Rice puts the ball in. Oh, it's a good effort. Groove finds Sam Chambers to Rice again. Rice is sort of dominating that midfield space, isn't he? Thompson to Marmol. Puts it inside. Ruter's under it! Ruter has scored 2 from the wing when Leonardo's done nothing again. I know he's a wonder kid, and you can't expect everything from him, but Marcos, please. Just be in the right places sometimes. Leeds United's youth team with 3 attackers. 2, Oldham 0. Lots of shots on target. Very happy. I think for the last half hour we start bringing on like the big guns. Just to cause them some real issues. But that's not quite yet, so I don't know why I've clicked that. Yes, I'll discard the changes. Praise the boys as well. Burns to Christy Craney. What a name. Gives it backwards. Morrison dealt with. Ruter finds Baselli. Baselli, come on, let's go forwards. Show me why I signed you. Wilhelmsen. Groove on the overlap. Where's Marcus Leonardo? Make the run. There we go. Finish. You're 1-on-1. That needs to be a finish. Or I'm going to get mad. And by mad, I mean I might just have a cry. Leonardo deals with the cross. Sam Chambers is there to fight for it, but it doesn't quite work out. It's pinging about a bit. Baselli. That was a risky challenge. Okay. Holy, okay, apparently Southampton have 80% possession in the match against West Brom right now. That's not what you want to see, is it? Whittaker cuts it back to... Okay. Yeah, let's make these changes. Pretty big changes as well. Justin at wing back. Leonardo, I don't. I'm starting to question the point of view. Neto as an inside forward should be good with Yamal on the other flank. Swap their sides. I'll chuck a Sprilla on as well. But I'll also change shape. So Chambers is having a better game than Rice, apparently. Do that. And Gullikson can play behind the strikers. There's an advanced playmaker. That'll do. Southampton are leading. Fuck! West Brom, what is the point in you, man? Other than being incredibly disappointing. Yeah, let's make those tactical changes. Which is, as a basic idea, let's just beat them now. Justin gives it to Mika Marmol. Just need to get a little bit more control of this game now. Fokjelder faffs about with it. Gives it to Kelleher in not the easiest of areas. Neto pinged over to Groove. Asprilla, can he finish? Damn right he can. Asprilla, for context, has had 2 minutes on the pitch and has scored more than Marcus Leonardo. Marcus Leonardo is starting to bug me, and it's not healthy. Right, Ramsey, throw in short to Christy Craney, who sounds like a town in Texas that about 7 people have been to. Morrison to Kuto. Kuto is pressed a little bit, but they're just retaining the ball a little bit here. Neto. Striking with pace. Gullikson. That's 4. I'm glad that we gave the youth a lot of minutes in this match, because the numbers would have simply been too big in terms of goals scored if we would have just gone full senior side against a League 2 team. Gullikson launches it to the far post. Sprilla is under it, can't do anything. Yamal! That's not an own goal. And it is really harsh to take that away from Lamine Yamal. Sprilla, Lamine Yamal hits it. Oh, yeah, it is. Fair enough. Yeah, he just kicks it. He kicks it in his own net. But it's 5-1. Let's keep the pressure on. Let's just keep attacking. And praise the team as well, because they're doing quite well. Might as well. Nice, simple, 5-1. Well done. Good win, lads. We take those. I think that was the biggest win of the day as well. In the League Cup. Which, fantastic. Love to see it. Leeds winning the Carabao Cup second round. Kelleher makes his Leeds debut with Bailey Rice and Eddie Thompson also doing so. Yeah, unless it's just turned to 2-0. I've seen, don't worry. 1-0 isn't perfect for us. Tranmere have beaten Sheffield United. Very nice. I'll admit that we sort of ran the risk of doing that to ourselves by playing such a young side, but... Oh no! A new record low attendance. Oh well. How does that... We didn't win the Carabao Cup last season. That doesn't make any sense. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. But, yeah, sure. Over the last 2 years, we've not lost in the Carabao Cup, I guess. Oh, because we've only gone out on penalties. So it counts as a draw. And Corbrand's been sent off. What did he do? Not make an approach for Wilhelmsen. That is not worth it. No, that's a horrible deal for me. Yep, I would take Barrow. I would take Stevenage. Arsenal, Rotherham. Fleetwood, Barrow. That's Barrow gone. Oxford United against Chelsea. Touched the ball while still in play. Like deliberately? Or was it just like rolling out for a throw-in and he just touched it to stop it? Luton get Cardiff. Blackburn get Liverpool. Southampton get Portsmouth. Stockport get Brentford. Villa get Stevenage. We're still in this, and there's only one League Two team left, and that's I'd be happy with Tranmere. Reading. City get Man United. That is very nice. Leeds at home against Hull. We take it. Tranmere ended up with Newcastle, which fine enough, I guess. It was going out. Ah. I think we do Brighton. And then I will stop before deadline day. Because deadline day is going to be a different stream, I think. Leeds face Brighton. Everton step up chase for Asprilla. It might take more than £51 million for me to let him go. Oh yeah, because there isn't a higher division. That's fine. %30 of the profit goes to Watford. I knew I'd done something like that. I just wasn't sure what. I'm going to sell that clause because I don't think they're going to sell him for a profit. Dan James, I might owe Scum 810k if he scores 38 more league goals. Okay, I think I'm happy to leave that one as is. I don't think they're going to sell Ronnie McGrath, so I will just sell that clause as well. Sonny Perkins. Is he just playing for their youth side at the moment? Because if so, no, I don't think anyone's going to buy him for anything like a profit. So I'm going to sell that clause as well. Wickham make an approach by Jablonski. That is very nice. Especially for a child left-back. 70% of his wages as well. Important player. Absolutely, I'm accepting that. It's annoying, because this is normally like a hype tune for... Paulinho might be forcing a move soon, which is dangerous. Yeah, normally I like to play this one in-game, but it's just come at the wrong time. Right, we get Brighton right before the transfer window. Could be worse. Expectations are draw and draw, which, sure, why not? Leeds under 18's draw, but Clayton plays well. Rob Clayton is another one of our very, very promising children, isn't he? We've got a small army of those. Right. Changes to the team. Grenada gets back into the 11 because of course he does. He deserves to be there. I'll make him a supporting fullback with Udogi as an attacking wingback. Diamande and Stroke makes sense. They are my defensive pairing that I just quite like having in there. Paulinho defends the back line. I rely on him. He can be trusted there. Archie Gray, centre midfield, DLP. Perfect. Neto, Yamal, and Do we still need a number 9? I refuse to believe that his finishing is 16. He's not scored in so long. Fine, I'll praise his development. You're doing really well in training. He's benched, though. Like, I can be nice all I like, but he does sort of need to perform on the pitch. I'll play Lewis Jr. as well. He did make a mistake in his most recent match, but it wasn't the worst thing he's ever done. Greif, still nobody looking for a move for him, which is a little bit of a shame. But I think it is about time to get into Leeds United versus Brighton. Unless there's anyone else on the bench that I feel I should definitely be picking. Eze. Ooh. I don't hate that. Bit of a rework. See if that does it. Nice little gegenpress. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. And we hope it works. Go out there and impress me, boyos. Have faith, make a difference. I have faith, make a difference. Let's dive into this and hopefully beat Brighton and Hove Albion. They lost their most recent match, which is very good. Encourage the entire team as well. As per, you got to encourage the boys. You got to make sure they're in the mood for it. Steele launches it long. Doesn't get past too many players. Lamine Yamal picks it up. Lewis Jr. now to Diamande. Plays a simple ball back into Lewis Jr. Stroke finds Gray, who pings it over to Neto, who pings it back inside. That's daft. That need a little bit more safety and control, and Evan Ferguson has scored a goal. That rhymed completely by accident. And I'm not happy with it. One 0 to Brighton. Grenada. Shit. Just kick Matoma. Just kick Ferguson. Just kick them all. March to Gilmore. Gilmore puts it back outside to March. Matoma. That's a finish. Nothing you can do about those. But, Jesus. It's not a good start. I'm trying to work out what's going wrong at the moment. And it's... It's tough. Diamande. To Grenada. Neto, okay. Cut inside, very nice. Gives it to Eze, not too bad. Pinged over to Yamal, who has looked very good in his first two matches. Hits the post net. And Lamine Yamal's taken a knock. If we can wait till half time, save that sub spot. A bruised ankle is not a big problem. Matoma, good challenge. Buonanotte gives it to Lazari. Fuck. What do you even do? Yamal has to come off. He's hurt. We'll try Leonardo. Neto has had a stinker so far, so we'll bring on Dan James on the other wing. In the desperate hope that he can get at them a little bit. Udogi's not had a good one either, but we will wait for a little bit. And I'm just going to say I'm really disappointed with everyone, to be honest. I'm livid, I'm furious, I'm unhappy. Do better. Because they need to. Because this is bad. Leonardo to Stroke. Stroke finds Archie Gray. What next? What's the plan? Gray keeps on going. Okay, Dan James finds Frenada on the overlap. James puts it into the box. Asprilla, shoot! 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 Oh my god. Asprilla cuts it back. Leonardo! It's happened! His goal duck is gone. He scored. It's a tap in from like 2 yards out, but we do not complain. We take it. I didn't think that would happen, but here we are. He might have earned a spot back in the starting 11 after that one. The annoying thing is we're better than them on XG. Their finishing is just obscene. Just need the rest of the Ninja Turtles to chip in. Yeah, I mean, ideally, let's... I've forgotten the other ones. Why did I have Machiavelli in my head for a second? Why has my brain gone completely blank on the Ninja Turtles? Hang on. Donatello, Raphael. Who's the other one? Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo, and... I don't like that you've done this to me. I know you've got Shredder, who's the turtle, or Splinter. Michelangelo, yeah, that'll do it. I'm not too sure I can sign Mbappe. That'd be nice, but why have both of the players I brought on as subs gotten themselves booked? I'm not going to ask anymore. I'm just going to assume that they're idiots. Who do we bring on? Mika Marmol because Diamande's having a stinker, and Justin at left back because he and Frenada are both not doing well. All Renaissance artists. Yeah, that bit I got. However, I just completely forgot which ones. Imagine being like a different Renaissance artist, being like frozen, reanimated in 2024 and being like, oh, so I wasn't quite good enough. Or my name didn't begin in O enough. Fantastic. Cheers, lads. Big fan of the way that you just forgot me. So I feel like there's some artists that like, do you reckon we overrate any of those four purely because they're a Ninja Turtle? Oh, for fuck's sake. I hope he was fractionally offside there. No, he wasn't. Okay. Are we still beating them on XG? Not quite. At least it's not the worst result in the league today. Scum won 7-0. That wasn't good. That was genuinely bad. Hated that. Yamal is injured for 1 to 3 days. That's fine. There's international duty coming up next. Echeverry got a 7.0, which is pretty good. He's got an average rating of 7.13, which will put him in a decent spot in the championship, I think. Never mind, there are a lot of decent players in the championship at the moment, including Brian Zaragoza and Gleison, which is interesting. And Wosu, 6.8. Montero did pretty well again. Lewis Bate didn't particularly, and Urbanski did sort of alright-ish, I suppose. Gonna go to the start of deadline day in a minute, in which we probably need a striker. So I'm going to say... I'm going to get an eye out. I'm going to get searching and see if there are strikers with an interest. Yeah, let's get Osimhen in. Why not? That are looking at a transfer. Schick. That's not financially viable. Neither is Evan Ferguson. Openda is a little bit on the expensive side as well. Now, to be fair, Moukoko fancying a move could be good. Very fast, very agile, decent enough finishing. I think it's worth a thought. Not permanently, because he's very expensive. Yeah, okay, we do not have the money for Evan Ferguson. I thought we wouldn't, and we definitely don't. That is what we like to call fuck off pricing. The Beyblade got Player of the Week. Can we expect any business from Leeds before the window closes? These things happen very quickly. I wouldn't rule anything in or out. It's top notch on 23, not sure about 24. Is that Ferguson? Because he did just dismantle us. You've been active in this window with 6 deals so far. Is there another position you might still want to address before the window closes? Let's get a striker. Moukoko. Okay. I'm definitely considering it. He's on the list of do we do it sort of players. Let's see what the director of football suggests though. Matt Crocker, who you got for transfer? Who you got for loan? And is there anyone on a free? No. So we have Jonathan David, Karim Adeyemi. Both of those a bit too expensive. This guy knows our budget as well, which I find incredibly weird for him to be like, actually, why don't you just spend all the money in the world? Because I've not got it. You know that. Gabby Barbosa's a maybe. Because I know he can be good in like any FM game. Not got any developing to do though. I don't know. Do I want to do deadline day in this stream or not? Or do I save it? I think I save it for tomorrow. Because I'm going to do a lot of streaming tomorrow. Thinking of doing a watch along. Thinking in the morning I might also do an FM stream. Not entirely decided. But we'll see. We'll work something out. Quiet deadline day expected. Kivior potentially on the move. Tammy Abraham. That'd be big. If we could do Tammy Abraham. Doubt we can. But it's worth a go. We're being linked with players that we just do not give a shit about. Oh. Hello. Right, I'm not going to buy this guy, but oh, he scored 10 in the J League already. Hello, agent. Oh, because he's not 18 yet. When is he 18? In not too long. Okay. Anyway, we will find out. I'm going to save the game there. Am I going to save the game there? Hold on. I will say we will take part. Then, what I'm going to do, I will save the game there. We will do a deadline day stream tomorrow morning. I've got to watch along for the match tomorrow, and then I need to do work, which is going to be an adventure. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. I have. It's been very, very fun. Like if you haven't quite yet. Subscribe. You could even be a channel member. That's always much appreciated. I know that it can be a little bit much to ask because it's like a financial thing, but if you fancy it, go ahead. And I will see you later. And now I press the button that says stop streaming, but it always takes a moment before it actually ends, so we'll see how